comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I can't remember if it was this one. It was like another one. She had a whip and she's whipping people or something.
That's coming. Let the parrot take the stand.
Nail it to the stand.
I will.
Spare wouldn't zoom if you put 50,000 volts through her.
She's pining for the fjords. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Don't make me smack
Von
you.
Karma's rigged every person's testimony and every piece of evidence except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so.
So can you lose the case?
Yes.
Okay.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot. In Phoebe last night should have what? That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name.
Dot, dot, dot.
The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello, Squawk.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
They got me.
Oblivion. Okay. Nice. Hello, Mike.
Welcome in, Mike. We are questioning the testimony of a parrot in this trial.
Oh, Mike, that was the name of the guy I worked with at the dealership getting some car repairs done.
Okay, here we go. Certainly the most concise press testimony we've had so far.
Medicine Hat says, I feel like this is the moment that determines if you're going to enjoy the rest of this series. If you are okay with cross-examining the parrot, you're probably going to enjoy everything. If you're like, this is ridiculous, it's probably not the series for you. I think you probably would have stopped a long time before.
Actually, probably. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, you could have made it up to this point, but I like it, so we're going to go on. I have a good sense of humor. I feel like I can make this happen. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick?
Get some more better antiperspirant.
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Any birdseed crackers? It's goofy. You just have to go with it. Yeah.
All right. Who is your owner?
Just all the illustrations and how they do it. It's silly. I don't know if a straight up court case would be that interesting, but
no, I was talking about the fact that the several times I've been in a courtroom, that it's much more serious. You're not allowed to do all these theatrics and stuff like that.
Could you imagine
there's too many courts
tisk and doing stuff like that? About the closest I ever had was going in for jury selection duty, and the defense's lawyer was actually kind of belligerent. I mean, it wasn't to me, but it was like it was a room with like 80 some people, and they're trying to sift through people, and some people, they come up, and the defense lawyer were kind of like, can you look at my client, say he's innocent or guilty or whatever? And it's kind of like, we didn't even know about anything about any of this until about 5 minutes ago. So
I mean, I think they were just trying to see if you had the fortitude. Do you have the courage to look a client in the eye and say whether someone is innocent or guilty?
Hey,
a lot of us probably don't really have that kind of courage.
Yeah, whipping opposing counsel is usually frowned upon.
And you're also supposed to not have preconceived notions of guilt at that time either.
Yeah.
Or innocence, for that matter.
Yeah, there was
you're supposed to be non-biased.
Right. Which it was probably very challenging finding 12 people or whatever for the O.J. Simpson case. Like, have you heard of him before? Nope. Yeah, like that probably.
Yeah.
For this, yeah, I mean, with this case, I certainly never heard anything about it. There was another one that was kind of interesting. So there's like, a coworker at our Voodoo Donuts. There was like this velvet painting print or something that was stolen, and it came down to like, no questions asked. We just want it back. And so whoever stole it, returned it through their lawyer, and then the store decided to go against that. And it's like, no, we're gonna prosecute or whatever. And my coworker, I think, kind of said like, yeah, I have a problem with that, and so he wasn't chosen because it was like, no, if you're nudging on that and saying you're not going to do anything, yeah, I have a hard time with that.
I have a problem with that.
I get it. Like, yeah, they probably shouldn't have stolen the painting. But then if they did send it back and you're saying, we just want it back, and now you're going against it. And
you can't even talk like that, right? You can only say yes, no. You have to keep it to pretty much what they are asking.
I don't recall. About the most I ended up saying was like, each person would come up and introduce themselves, give a little background and, what hobbies they have and maybe their family or something. And there were other things like, does anybody know the police officer of this case, or is it, other conflicts, or is there a reason you couldn't be here? There'd be things like that, trying to get rid of certain people. Like one person was like, I have to go back to college in a few days, like, oh, okay, off you go.
And once you do it, then you're free for like,
I think like
a year
or something at least.
Like a year or two, because I've been excused twice now, I think. And
yeah, you didn't have to go in.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, the second time I ended up having to go in, that was after I had to delay it so I could get a job. Which
you were
dumb.
Guaranteed to go in.
Yeah.
They were going to make that happen.
So I went in, and then there was actually 2 cases they had lined up, and both ended up being like, one they were maybe settling, the other one was delayed or something. So they're like, we don't need you now. Thank you for coming, everyone. Like, yep. Okay.
You take time out of your morning, you drudge down. Chad drudged through the snow on one of them. And then also it's not something you want to go by car because it's down middle of downtown, hard for parking, especially at that time in the morning.
Plus they gave me a bus ticket. Yeah, they gave me a return train ticket, which is
nice. They gave a return train ticket and $15 for lunch or something like that, right?
No, I didn't get that. Well, I was only there for like an hour.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't give it if you didn't have.
Yeah, I didn't get any payment or anything either. So.
Yeah. So who's your owner? And of course,
who's your daddy?
They made you drop out of your old company. Told you we're going to have the job if you didn't drop out.
I had this. Yeah, so about a year and a half ago, I was interviewing, and they're like, "Are there any concerns? Like, do you have anything coming up?" And I'm like, "Well, I might have jury selection duty next week. I have to wait and see." And they thought all these red flags, like, "Oh, Mars, like, we can't hire him," and I didn't get
hired until after the trial.
So I ended up having to jump through a whole bunch of hoops to make sure I didn't get selected.
So I lose the job.
Yeah, so I was able to get the job. The job didn't start for like 2 months. It was like, this is so ridiculous. And the kicker of it is, I didn't even actually get selected. I actually checked my number. It's like, yeah, you weren't in the list. Like, well,
yeah, he wouldn't even have been selected. That's the other thing, and it's kind of like baloney, but ready? Who's your owner?
Who's your daddy? And hello, AC.
Hello. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere.
You're weird there, Phoenix.
I want you to testify.
And she probably wants a cracker or some eggs.
We aren't ignoring you, AC. We're just telling stories. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right.
Who's your daddy?
What do I say?
And what does he do?
So, what do I say?
Yeah, I was thinking also from the movie House of a Thousand Corpses, there's a part where they do something like that. Who's your daddy?
As recall, 2 days ago, Holly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL-6. Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL-6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? Hello? Squawk? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot? Hello? Hello? Squawk? Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. That's ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
Is it the right parrot?
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. This is all going. I want you to testify. Maya talks to her. What do we ask?
Press the first statement again.
What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Polly. Quack. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with their owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he's Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Is it Polly?
The DL6 case file.
Okay. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Polly wants some crackers. Which page is the proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in the file is this information connected to?
Case summary.
Is it case summary?
Choose suspect data.
It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name?
Polly.
Polly! Polly Jenkins, or Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all.
Who would ever name their parrot Polly?
Yes, AC, add the ers. Crackers. My granddaughter has a dog she called Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiance? Not today. She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it's a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that, Chad? Nick, we're getting closer. Don't give up. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Okay, so I guess we press this, huh? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. So now, are we back to this again?
Hold it again, and then maybe ask the "Have you forgotten something?" question, maybe.
All right, we'll try hold it. Witness, you can't say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you should talk to her. Right. What do I say? Ah. She says, don't forget DL6, Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here. Oh, no, that didn't happen. Okay, we have to do the other option. We have to get to the other option here. Maybe I'll get to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Mike, I know, I don't know. I tried to help you. Did you get my files I sent you? Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly... Chad, can you turn on the hot water? What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The DL6 case file. What's this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where is this in the file? Is something related to that safe number? It's in the case summary. It's on the case summary pages. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date on the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago today. I hope that will help. Why, that's today's date. Just circle everything that applies to you and then run it through an AI thing is what they recommend. wise to date, and it would help you like to generate potential keywords that might help you, or training, or jobs, even if you're to look at the whole scope of things. Why is that today's date 15 years ago? And the number on that safe is 1228. Use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Ha! That's not this is not tangible proof. I set my his ATM card number for 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, but that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. Well, what are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. The judge is getting very frustrated. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi. So what was it was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it.
Oh, now you woke up?
They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. He was faking. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent and get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? May have no choice but to move to my sister's in New Jersey. Sure as shit don't want to do that, but I don't have many choices. Does your wife want to do that, Mike? Is she going to be willing to do that? And is that a good idea? I know it's becoming like I wish that that there were some other options for you, because it's, you know, you just don't want to live with other people, and I get that. I feel the same way, right? You know, that you know, it's hard to live with. She doesn't. but I don't give up. I'm kind of done here. Yeah. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Oh. Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
That seems too easy for one of these things.
We're not done.
Not kill.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Not Gil Cup.
Innocent, in this case, at least. Going after for the other case. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds defendant Miles Edgeworth...
Objection.
Not guilty.
Not Gil Cup. Yay! It's a Kiss concert now.
That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't think we're done yet. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma.
It was.
Wait, but that means it was Edgeworth!
No, Edgeworth, damn it!
Edgeworth! Your Honor!
I hold myself.
I object to your judgment.
I hold myself in contempt.
Well, what do you mean? He is. That's exactly what he's doing. What do you mean? Okay, first let's read Mike's. Mike, it's kind of important. Plus passive aggressively.
Oh, passive.
Passive aggressively are showing that we have worn out our welcome. I had a feeling that's what the case is, that it's, they want you out. Because it's, you've been there for a while and it's, probably want their home back. Even though we pay rent, which is nice, and can help out tremendously. We are clean, we keep the stuff clean, but that's never enough for a person who is a narcissist. I would not be able to live with my dad. Chad would want to kill him. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, I think it's just even like...
It's such a bad idea.
Having addition, well, yeah, for multiple reasons, but I mean, it's just even like, would you want your parents, or even my parents, live with us? Like, no. It just kind of, some of just kind of differences in personalities and things that you do, and there's just too much that wouldn't.
And none of my kids want to live with me. Except for one. I guess there's only one child and he doesn't have a choice. But other than that, no. The other three don't want to live with me, and I don't blame them. I don't want them to live with me either.
Yeah. Well, the youngest, she's on her own, but yeah.
She's finally on her own, and she's independent and doing her own thing.
That won't work very long for maybe 3 days.
She is me in my worst possible ways sometimes, I think. She's very, very, very opinionated. She's a lovely lady. But she is very, very opinionated, and it is her way or the highway quite often.
Yeah, like
right?
One of her brothers too.
And there's
he's
some
worse.
Brothers are similar. So all the above. And if it was their house, they would drive me nuts because I'd be the one who'd be cleaning because they wouldn't. All of them. So all the above says no. I don't know what we're gonna do when we get old. Hopefully we can live in our house for a while. Maybe we'll die young. I don't know. What do you mean?
I like her house. So
you can move in with AC White Raven, my kid. You just gotta have that passport, okay? I'm not innocent at all.
I love one rip-off.
As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, stop him! Edward's trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What can I do? I think I probably have to object, right? I am going to raise an objection. It doesn't matter what you do here, but I'm going to object. The judgment is ready to be passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. Mel, I'd live with you and Chad in a heartbeat. You guys are amazing. But seriously, I'm going to look for places to live. If we can't, then unfortunately I'm going to have to make the executive decision to move back east. You don't want to live with me, trust me. Well, to mention we don't even have the room, but...
Bye, winkers.
Yeah. Wink out. No.
We're joking.
Wink gets to stay. We do have, I mean, I'm not saying you're saying you want to live with us. I'm just saying that, you just want your own space. You have your own rules. You want to run around the house, right? In your underpants and not have somebody, have somebody worrying about that.
Just like Alex.
You got to run around in your fur, You want to cook your own meal. You just want your own spot. What's yours? So you can say, this is my house.
I'm going to cook. I'm going to fry up this fish and nobody's going to complain.
That's right.
I was actually at work and somebody was heating up a fish and she's apologizing. I was like, don't worry, I'm a fish lover. I'm not going to get all snippy at you or anything, so.
All right. Isn't it fun, Karma, this time? We must hear this new statement.
So maybe it didn't matter what happens.
We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
Me too, kind of.
Yeah. Which part, AC? Me too. I love you and all, but I couldn't. I want my own place. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Can you read Miles' testimony?
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. Is it a beauty pageant?
And Trump touched me. Sorry. Okay. You just happened.
Well, I guess that makes our naughty parts tingle.
Yeah, with what I bring home for pay and what my wife brings home for us, we'd be able to make it. So, like in your area right now?
I think he's got to get out of that town. I think he needs to get out of Oregon. And he needs to go someplace like, where there might be work. Which unfortunately will be uncomfortable for his wife. And so I feel bad for her in saying that. But I get it, And maybe even move closer to where one of the kids are. Her kids. So that she has something. That gravelly voice is awesome. All right. So anyway... So somebody touched him at the beauty pageant. We all know who it was. We're going to say any names. Yes, we did.
Mr. Small Hands.
All right, Mr. Small Hands, Orange Clown Face, you name it, all right?
Okay. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. A dream within a dream. Yanni Yoga wasn't the killer.
Yogi!
You mean in the instant when your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murder, the criminal, the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt, and guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me!
Order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
A gin and tonic.
Bah. It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here, right now.
Replacing Jesus Jones. That's why you like your lawyer.
We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Yeah, seriously, you're not making this easier. This is why you let the lawyer do the talking, and that's why you don't testify.
I think he'd know this stuff.
He's a lawyer, after all. He's tired living with the guilt, and he really does believe he killed his dad. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess.
Yeah, it just seemed too easy for one of these cases.
5 minutes, huh?
Bio break.
During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take.
BM.